Alright, welcome back to WMMA Now with your host Chuck Stevenson, coming at you with a retro fight review. We're going to Tokyo, Japan, Vale Tudo Japan's VTJ 3rd, October 5th, 2013. Strawweight fight, Megumi Fujii versus Jessica Aguilar. Now this was a rematch from Bellator 69 on May 18th, 2012, the year before in Lake Charles, Louisiana. At that time, Aguilar won via a unanimous decision that many thought she did not deserve. This is set up to be Megumi Fujii's retirement fight, and she actually asked for the rematch with Aguilar. Unlike a lot of Japanese fighters, when they announce their retirement, they'll take an easy fight against a lesser experienced fighter, or they'll do an exhibition fight, something that's just a nice little farewell. Fujii said, no, I want that rematch with Aguilar. So going to the tail of the tape, Fujii's the older fighter, 39 to Aguilar's 31. Fujii's 26-2 to Aguilar's 16-4. Height, Aguilar is a taller fighter, 161 centimeters to 159 centimeters for Fujii. Fujii weighed in just a hair more, 51.9 kilograms to Aguilar's 51.8. They come out for the first round, and there's a bit of a feeling out process, nothing too much going on. Fujii was circling the outside. During one of the early exchanges, Fujii received an accidental eye poke from Aguilar, and doctor comes in and checks it for a little bit, and then he goes out. They go back to action. Aguilar is constantly feinting. I mean, you see her hands, they're just constantly moving, twitching, feinting out, reaching for feints, just constantly moving. They get in a couple quick exchanges, and another eye poke lands from Aguilar on Fujii. Doctor again comes in to check it. At this point, Fujii's eye, her right eye, is visibly swelling, and she takes a lengthier break. And all in all, I think the break lasted 10 minutes, much longer than usual. I think they wanted to keep this fight going as much as possible, being that it was a retirement fight and it was the main event. So finally, the action resumes. A quick takedown attempt by Fujii. A few high kick attempts by Megu. The last one she threw, she also followed up with a nice right hand. And some good exchanges in the pocket to end the round. Second round, fast exchanges on the feet to start the second. Megu slips but gets back up. At one point, several exchanges of low kicks before Aguilar backed up Fujii with 3 straight punches. Very nice. Second round, the two seem evenly matched, but you can also tell that Megumi's eyesight was allowing some of Aguilar's power punches to find their home. And really the fight broke down into a series of short, fast exchanges in the pocket to end the round. The round ends. Doctor comes back in, take another look at Megu's eye between the rounds. After a while, he deems her unable to continue, giving Aguilar the win via, and this is confusing. Now, some websites are listing it as a TKO. Some are calling it a technical majority, I guess based on that they went to the judges' scorecards because it was 2 rounds were completed. So, I don't know. It's either TKO or a technical majority decision. I can't tell. And then they went into the retirement ceremony for Megumi Fujii, which was really nice. And I'll get into that in a little bit. Okay, so things to work on. Really, this is a close fight, very close. All I'm really going to say about this is for Aguilar, watch your damn fingers. I mean, 2 eye pokes in a round, basically, they ruined this fight, honestly. Much anticipated rematch, and unfortunate eye pokes. And I don't think she did it on purpose. They were definitely accidental, but they definitely marred what would have been a good fight, a great rematch. Okay, so that was the retro perspective. Now let's talk about these two fighters and where they've gone from here. So for Jessica Aguilar, after this, a lot of people expected that she would go on to World Series of Fighting. They expected her to go on to Invicta FC. Invicta FC was just getting started and it was going to be all women's. Aguilar actually went to World Series of Fighting. They offered her more money. There she defeated Alita Gray, Megumi Fujii, and Kalindra Fahia. And then she got signed to the UFC, made her debut against Claudia Gadelha in August of 2015, lost a decision there. Lost a decision to Courtney Casey. Picked up a win via decision over Jodie Escobel in July of 2018. Then that November she lost to Weili Zhang, and most recently coming off a loss to Marina Rodriguez in March of 2019. From there, the UFC decided to release her. She's currently 37 years old and testing the free agency waters. Says she has a few fights left she wants to get in. For Megumi Fujii, so they did her retirement ceremony. They brought her in some flowers. Then they handed her a really nice framed picture of her getting an armbar on someone. I couldn't tell. Then some other guy came in, presented her with this nice plaque. Her parents came in and with her daughter. They took some pictures there. Then she gave a speech, of course in Japanese. I couldn't understand it. Then they darkened the arena, placed a spotlight on Megumi, and gave her a 10 count of the bell. And then after that, they flashed to a montage of pictures throughout her life and career. Really nice retirement ceremony. Very much well-deserved for a legend. From there, Fujii, honestly, she stayed retired. One of the few MMA retirements that has stuck. She is currently 45 years old. She runs a gym with her husband, who is now retired as well, professional fighter Shinji Sasaki, and she has one daughter. This was supposed to be, a big fight. The first time these two fought, it was basically number 1 and number 2 in the world at strawweight. They both had previous losses to Zoila Frausto, but honestly, at the time, everybody thought Zoila lost both of those fights. Nothing against her, of course. It was just, at the time, it was in Bellator, and Bellator was going to just these ridiculous places like Lake Charles, Louisiana, places that didn't have good commissions, places that didn't get a lot of high-level MMA fights, and just a bunch of bad decisions in Bellator at that time. Everyone thought Fujii beat Frausto in the semifinals of their strawweight tournament that year, and then Aguilar Aguilar lost to Frausto in the semifinals, and everyone was expecting it was going to be a final between Aguilar and Fujii, and then Zoila beat Fujii in the finals, and everyone thought both of those decisions were just whack. So when those two faced each other in 2013, everyone thought, well, this is the number 1 and number 2 fight. It was a good fight. Unfortunately, I can't find the video of that one anywhere, or else I'd do a video on it. But Aguilar won the decision. A lot of people thought that was contentious as well. So they decided to have this rematch in Japan for Fujii's retirement ceremony. And it just didn't turn out very good, unfortunately. Just a couple accidental eye pokes and fight went to crap. I mean, it was still a decent fight. The second round was really good and really close. It's just, it was already marred by the eye pokes in the first round, unfortunately. Anyway, that's really all I have for this one. Good fight. It was a farewell to a legend. Fujii, I think, went 20-0 before losing to Frausto, so a record not easily repeated. I don't think any female fighter has 20-0 record like that. So it's a shame. She's still a legend, although unheralded in these times when everything is so UFC centric. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. The fight is available on UFC Fight Pass. I think it's also available on somewhere on YouTube. You have to search for VTJ if you go to Fight Pass. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, likes are always appreciated. And hey, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to WMMA Scene Now, the best, fastest growing women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that bell for notifications. It'd be a lot cooler if you did. And we'll see you next time.